stakeholders, I esteem it a very great honor and privilege to stand here before you to inaugurate the first set of distinguished members of the Oyo State Governing Boards in all the 628 public secondary schools in our state. You will recall that while inaugurating the 8th session of the Oyo State Assembly, House of Assembly, on the 10th of June 2015, I made it known that this administration shall require and encourage greater involvement of willing and interested public and private sector stakeholders in the joint management of our schools. We believe that education is the bedrock of development. If you see the advanced countries of today, they are knowledge-driven. It's not that they are very many, they are simply knowledge-driven. And to us, what is education? Education is structured information. Structured information. Structured information will lead to knowledge. Knowledge will lead to skills. Skill will lead to ability. Ability will lead to capability. Capability will lead to power to earn a living, which we call empowerment. If you don't empower yourself, you are not contributing to the society. We believe education is the foundation of progress. The consistent decline in the standards of education in Oyo State over the last 2 decades had prompted this administration to convene the Education Summit of 2012. Our initial plan to present the outcome of that summit for public deliberation on the 1st of June 2016 was unfortunately misunderstood, leading to violent demonstrations by some members of the Nigerian Labour Congress, as well as some misguided students of a few public secondary schools. That time they were going around like Jimobi goes school, his wife goes school, they go to typical Ibadan style of rumor mongering and innuendos. Nevertheless, and thankfully, we decided that we would go around and explain to people. And some people even called us and said, why worry you? You have gone second time. Why do you want to worry yourself about this education? It's too sensitive. And I say, as an administration, we will conveniently shy away from this sensitive issue. But as God-fearing leaders, we must not abdicate our responsibilities to improve the society at the altar of fear. A leader must not only envision, he must have the courage to implement that vision. Even when those who don't understand at the beginning are saying no. When our late state Chief of Afenawolowo started free education, they were abusing him. Today everybody is praising him. I benefited from that free education. So if we are doing anything, believe me, it's to improve the society. It's not for us. It's for the society. And we are part of the society. So we will never be afraid to do what is right, regardless of what those who do not know will say. So be rest assured that we will continue to render our services to this state without fear or favor. Thankfully, the public deliberation was rescheduled and held on the 8th of June 2016, where the genuine intentions of these administrations were conveyed and applauded by all well-meaning citizens of Oyo State. Consequent upon this, a 31-member committee on participatory management of public schools in the state was inaugurated on the 12th of July 2016 at the Executive Council Chambers, Secretariat. The carefully assembled committee included seasoned academics, administrators, market leaders, religious leaders, students representatives, and other relevant stakeholders, parents, principals, and so on. They were saddled with the responsibility of reviewing the current conditions and status of education in the state, with a view to recommending remedial actions and sustainable solutions to dwindling fortunes of our educational system in Oyo State. After a brief historical survey, it was discovered that there has been a very sharp increase in the number of public secondary schools in our state. For instance, from as much as a more modest figure of 92 schools when we were all still part of the Western region in 1965, we had 92 schools. Now we have 628 schools. That is over 500% increase. In a similar review, we found that the number of secondary school teachers increased astronomically. In 1960, the whole of the Western region, comprising of the present-day Lagos, Ogun, Osun, Oyo, Ondo, Ekiti, and Edo states, had a total of 28,657 teachers. Whilst today, in Oyo State alone, we have 14,581 teachers. The abysmal performance of Oyo State students in West African Senior School Certificate examination in comparison with other states of the Federation continues to be a source of concern to all and sundry. In 1999, for instance, Oyo State was placed at 12th position out of the 36 states in the examination. By the time we came in, the first result we got in 2012, we came in 2011. 2012, Oyo State came almost 34th at the time. The state had dropped to 27th position by 2015. We certainly cannot continue like this. And that is why we believe all of us must come together to salvage the situation. We believe that all hands must be on deck to reverse this undesirable trend and regain our pride of place as the intellectual capital of Nigeria. You will recall that a few minutes ago we celebrated our own child. And I say our own because he has done well. If he has not done well, I will remember the name of the family and I won't call him our own child. But I will even say my own boy, because I'm happy and proud of him. Ẹ̀dùnbà dára fún náà ní ti gbogbo èèyàn. Ọlọ́run jẹ́ kó dára fún wa. So gbogbo àwọn tó pàtẹ́wọ́ fún àyẹ̀, Ọlọ́run jẹ́ kó ọmọ tí ń lọ sí i. David Babalola, I know you are from Shaki, but Ibadan language. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, part of this government's effort at providing a more enabling and sustainable environment for the grooming of many more Davids Babalola is the reason for the setting up of the 31-member committee on the participatory management of schools. The committee thereafter worked assiduously for 7 weeks and came up with some revelations and recommendations. And on behalf of all of you, I want to publicly acknowledge all the committee members for doing such a great job. Committed. Can they stand up if they are here for recognition? Please. Can they stand up if they are and you made us proud? Thank you so much. You all did very well. Gbogbo ẹ̀ náà kọ́ lówó. A mọ̀ pé man shall not live by bread alone, but man àṣà máa rí nǹkan yẹn. But kò wá ṣe pé gbogbo ẹ̀ náà owó. These are noble Nigerians. They are proud sons and daughters of honesty. And actually from the end of this year, I introduce the award to recognize nobility and those who have contributed immensely to the society. Achievement Award. I'm sure we will go on to participate in it. They will be awardees on that day. Notable among their recommendations is the establishment of school governing boards that we call SGBs in all public secondary schools across the state. The prime purpose really of the proposed school governing board is to improve the quality and academic performance and behavior of students of our secondary schools, especially in examinations. In other words, training in secondary schools is not only about education alone, or it's not only about books, it's also about character building. Character building is very essential in the society. And in the last few years, or let me say 1.5 years, I was saddened by 2 instances that happened, and it showed the level of the decadence in the society, what I call juvenile delinquency, where primary school students were going around throwing stones, destroying schools and houses, and calling the governor of a state a thief. Primary school students with cutlasses, with throwing stones, calling a constituted authority a thief. You can imagine. And most people, they didn't understand this. Ó yè mí lẹ́nu pé káwọn èèyàn at that level kọ́ máa ṣe nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀. And I saw another instance. Students of LAUTECH in Ogbomoso, they came. They first met me in the office. I discussed with them. I called the governor of Osun State in their presence, put him on speaker, and I said, let us help these students. And he agreed. And I know you don't have money, I don't have money. Can we look for 250 million each and contribute and pay part of the salary of the teachers? And we contributed it. And their VC told us he will add another maybe 130 million or something like that, or 230 that they had in the kitty to it. And we said, okay, let's contribute. The students, they thanked me, they sang. As usual, we gave them money to go back. The fourth day, another batch came. And these ones were more unruly. And as a father, as a governor, I left the meeting to go to them to say, you guys are my children. And yet they were shouting. Of course, as a father, as a governor, I had to